position, I would just want to have my first conversation is to be in the civil society plenary. I would love to have a civil society session at the CSW, so that there is both an opportunity to listen to governments when governments make their statements and congratulations and give the direction. But I would also look at a platform to listen to civil society, because it has to be both. It has to be both getting a direction and a mandate from governments, but also directly from civil society and from the women's movement. So that would be like the first, which is just so crucial. And the second would be to also meet with women in communities in their own spaces who may not have the opportunity either to come to New York or to come to Geneva or to come to the UN offices in the capital cities, but to just visit women in their own backyards, in their own gardens, wherever they are, and just say, and just get a feel of what is crucial for them at this moment, because it's personal. Because I never knew I would go to Harare, because I went to Harare when I was a big girl. Harare, our capital city in Zimbabwe. I went to town when I was a big girl, when I was in my teens. So I never knew I would go to town. And I didn't know I would climb an aeroplane. I didn't know I would be in the UN for the time that I served, or I would be an interim coordinator of the women lawyers in my country, or today I would be called to an evening, to a meeting for 2 hours last night with these key people. But I had dreams, I had visions about what I want and what my mother and my neighborhood, and when we were selling those bananas to pay school fees, I knew what kind of expectation I had of my world, and at times when we're at this global level, we don't sufficiently reach to that other person. They become a statistic, they become a case study, they become a box in our newsletter. So yeah, it's looking at my best friend when I go to Zimbabwe, and I look at my best friend who looks like she's 20 years older than me, but she is my best friend. It's only that things did not work out as they worked out for me. So for me, this is about going back there and saying this agenda for gender equality, it's about millions who are faceless and voiceless, and yet who are transforming their own lives, they're transforming their own communities, they are resilient, they are innovative, they're just as powerful, and yet they are so invisible, and it's a huge swell of energy. We have a huge swell of transformation happening within our communities that we just need to tap into in order for us to accelerate the change that we need.